I have low blood pressure and my heartbeat is irregular. But the doctor said, because they didn't give me a high dose, they gave me like a smaller dose to try first. I don't know. I was a little bit like nervous. I'm listen, the doctor said it's fine. Did you tell them that? Yes, of course they know that because they always check my vitals. Right? They know. I always have like I have very low blood pressure. Not blood pressure, sorry, not blood pressure. Obviously, is it blood pressure? The thing they pump on your arm. Mine is 90 out of 55 usually. Not heartbeat. The thing they pump on the arm thing. Is it pressure? Is that blood pressure? Oh yeah, that's blood pressure. Okay. I have low blood pressure and I also have arrhythmic, like my heartbeat is not the most stable. But I don't know. We can try it out. Either way, new drugs. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'm not gonna die. Worst case, I might feel like shit. But I'm not gonna die. That's for sure. I already made sure with the doctor. I'm like, I'm not gonna die, right? And he's like, yeah, you're not gonna die. Don't worry about it. I was like,
hey,
cool.
Hey, Michi, look at DM.
DM?
Girl, if you have minus blood pressure, you would not be here right now.
Okay.
Hi!
All right. It's really early.
Minus
I'm
90.
like
No, I said 90. 90 over 55. Not minus 90.
It's like really low, sweetie. That's like really low.
But
like,
I've had that for
low.
like years.
Right, I know, because you have your health problems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like taking a medication that could potentially lower your heart rate. when
You
your
should
blood
ask your
pressure
mom
is
to come
already,
over
like,
when you have it for the first time.
super low, is
So she can
mildly
take care of the
concerned.
side effect.
There are these things called second opinions. Have you heard of them before? Could you maybe get a second
Oh.
opinion before you take a medication that lowers? Okay, listen, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I have just worked in medical adjacent fields.
Thanks JK00215
And I know what
for
the common
7
layman
resub.
knows about how blood pressure works and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't take a doctor's degree to know, hey, your blood pressure's sounding a little low, sweetie. maybe I'm just saying, ask somebody that knows more than I do, and maybe somebody other than this one. Say, is this the same doctor that gave you the other medication that fucks you all the way up? Yeah, okay, so this is the same doctor that likes to play, haha, what does medication do to funny anime girl?
It's
right?
I'm a guinea pig, brother. I swear to God, they're
Okay.
like, try this and try that.
Okay. It's called practicing medicine for a reason, chat. Sweetie, please. Please ask another doctor just to make sure, please. I mean, I'm not trying to scare you or anything crazy, but it just seems...
Low key, I was a bit nervous though. Like, that's why I didn't take it yesterday.
Doctors are not always right. They are not always right. I've had my experiences in my life with doctors that I can promise you, especially when it comes to medication, that getting a second opinion is really a valid and honestly a very responsible approach when it comes to taking something that has the effect of lowering your heart rate when your blood pressure is already low. I mean, I just think that's just safe. Play it on the safe side, because it's one of those deals where you go to sleep, you're not going to necessarily know that your blood pressure is dropping to the point where you're not going to wake back up again. It's kind of how that works.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous at first.
Yeah, I think, sweetie, sometimes you really need to listen to your instincts.
Because I've never had like, I mean, I do take meds that do that. Like, one of the reasons why I have like lower, I don't know if this is actually a reason, but I do take meds because I do have like mental problems, right? So the meds that I take do calm me down. It does kind of like slow down, not too much, it just slows down, and I take that daily. So I was like, that's why I asked them, I was like, is it okay? Because I take this. And they're like, yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
But the fact is that, yeah, should be. Oh, yeah, they say inshallah. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Inshallah, gak apa-apa. And inshallah is not good enough, you know?
Yeah, I'm just saying a second opinion is not
Before this
an
stream, Michi late,
unreasonable
haha,
thing.
she's just sleeping
I
in.
mean, I don't
After
know,
this
again,
stream, Michi
not a doctor,
late.
not medical
Oh God, is
advice,
she still
etc., so on and
sleeping?
so
Michi
forth.
shock.
Yeah, right. He said it to 50.
As someone who recently got diagnosed with high BP 207
Oh my God.
I mean,
123,
I'm just
very
saying,
bad,
I
yes, I
mean,
know. I
Wait,
got
that
my
BP is
medicine
so
only
high.
just because they didn't want to risk me
it's really
going to
not. Like
low.
90 over
I'd also
120
get a
is like
second opinion.
is really like a
Not a doctor,
normal
though.
adult blood pressure is,
Mm.
90 over 120 is I mean, my blood pressure runs a little high. I think I'm usually like 90 over like 150 or 160 or something like that, which is a little high, but not
Oh.
like dangerously high. Given my age and the fact that I could really spend some more time working out, it's really not that bad. But yeah, I mean, doctors get the. I've had doctors say, "Here, take this pill," and then wound up in the emergency room like 45 minutes later when my throat was closing up due to an allergic reaction. So yeah, it's like I'm always, me personally, this is just my I guess you could say my prejudice perhaps when it comes to doctors is that when it comes to them handing me a pill, I do a whole lot of research on my own, and I'm real inclined to get at least a second opinion before I take said pill, because once you take it, it's inside of you, and now you just got to roll with whatever it does to you. So
True.
that's just me. I expound on, I'm not saying doctors are always wrong, but the nice thing about the advent of the internet is that you can do a little research, and you can see maybe what other people have had to say about a certain medication or whatever, like what kind of feedback people have given about it and stuff like that. So it's, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not
I agree.
not trying to scare you or anything. It's just you're sitting here talking about
No, I
you're just sitting
agree
here talking
though.
about medication that's going to lower your already low heart rate. And I'm like, girl, if it gets much lower, you're going to be more accurate IRL Michi to your model. I mean, like,
Oh my God. I remembered one time I had like, this was once upon a time in a dream. I had a heart rate monitor, and my heart rate like was at 70 or something. It was like 70, and then it keeps going like 70, 60, 70, 60. And when I'm shocked, it goes to like 90 to 100, and it goes
Right.
all the way back down to 60. And I remember chat being like, is your heart rate monitor okay? Why does it keep
Yeah.
going to 60? And it
You-
keeps
you
going like
playing a
lower and
horror
lower. And I'm
game.
like, yeah.
You playing a horror game with a heart rate monitor would probably be kind of concerning for everybody, because it probably wouldn't be too far off from that. Like, like you put on the heart rate monitor, base heart rate is like 50, and everybody's like, "Girl, you are dying." What do you? She gets scared. Heart rate goes to 90 la. That's all
It's better
she's
now
got.
though. Like
Yeah.
my heart is better now, but
Right.
I remember the first time I had to have like a machine, right, hooked up to make sure my heart rate doesn't drop too much, because that's like apparently symptoms of like a stroke or something like that. So
Right.
I have to have that on. The moment they clicked it on, it started beeping, because it was like beep beep beep, and I was like, oh yeah, that's normal. And they're like, are you feeling okay? And I'm like, yeah. I think it was at 50
sweetie,
something.
If
It was 50
if
something. I
every
was like,
time they attach the machine to you, it starts calling for them to hit you with the fucking paddles, right? Like if the machine comes on and alert,
this
please
is years
begin
ago
CPR
though. I'm better now.
Alert.
This is years and years and years ago. So I'm so much better now. But back then, I
I'm
remember
glad
they
you're
were like,
better.
I'm gonna
Right.
turn it on, and then it started beep beep beep, and they're like, oh, let me reset it, and then they turn it on. It's like beep beep beep, and I'm like, yeah,
They
gimana ya?
they hook her up to the machine and it alerts every nurse on the floor. They all come running with the crash cart because they think she's about to.
And I'm just like,
Yeah,
sorry, bro, I was sleeping.
Let's get a second opinion on the new medication. Oh my God! Why, Jesus?
Yeah.
Like,
You done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to reach you, but you so hot that I melted. Yeah. So right in the quiet. I have tears in my eyes. Before the cool done over